Well, you almost know where I am. Probably not, because you can't see where I am, but I'm sitting in the radio shack, and I'm on the floor, and I've got a box, and it ain't what you think it is. In this box should be, I hope, an old Numatic vacuum cleaner, which is the one that I've decided to get for cleaning out the car and in the radio shack here. I said I was going to get one, didn't I? I was thinking about getting a new one, but then I see this one come up on eBay, and it was cheap as chips. So I thought I'd get it, and it's supposed to have been seller refurbished. It's supposed to come with a brand new hose and floor tool. I don't think it's got any tools with it, but I've got loads of them anyway. And I don't know if it has a bag with it. It might not have a bag with it, I don't know. But yeah, it just turned up, and this was, I bidded for it, and I was the only bidder. This is probably going to be one that you collectors will like. I don't know what year it's from, but I know it's probably at least 10 years old, surely. I forget what actual model it is. You lot know me by now. I don't really take much notice of things, do I? So there we go. First thing we notice in the box, I'll put it right back here, and you can see things as I get them out. First thing in the box is, just as was stated, there appears to be a brand new floor tool, and it's just a cheap one, but it's the floor tool nevertheless. Not a genuine one, but it's a floor tool, and I'm only going to be using it in here, so I don't need it to be perfect. Mainly going to be using it in the car. I'm not even going to use the floor tool that much. And also, as stated, looks brand new to me. 2.5 metre hose. It's probably not a genuine one, but I'm going to buy myself a 5 metre hose anyway, because it'll be more convenient for in the car. So I'll have the 5 metre one for in the car, and probably just keep this 2.5 metre one for hoovering around in the shack or whatever, because I'm going to have to take it off when I store the vacuum cleaner anyway. And one brand new tube, and another brand new tube. They are brand new as well, which is good. And in here is another brand new handle, the handle part of the tube. Lovely jubbly. This is definitely not an original one. It's a cheap one, because that all comes apart. And on my previous ones, that don't come apart, and that's very loose. Very loose indeed. That probably won't hold much suction in there at all. No, in fact, I can see a gap. So that's not going to hold the suction at all, really. That's very, very poor. Which is a shame, really, because that's just going to ruin that. I'll have to do something about that. There's a big gap in there. I wonder if you can see it. Yep, you can. That's where it's supposed to be holding the suction. But there's a big gap, so it ain't going to work. Never mind. I'm sure I can find myself an original one somewhere. Blimey, these radios are going crazy. Right, let's get to it. Right, that'll have to be a jump cut. Probably jump cutted by now. Right, now in here we've got a lot of leaves and cobwebs, believe it or not, inside the box. So let's get this out. There we go. We'll get rid of this box. Another jump cut that was. Now I have noticed, I've got here, we take this plug off. Oh. Now I have noticed that there is a broken part here, I'm not sure what is actually supposed to be on there, but something is broken. So you pneumatic collectors can tell me what's supposed to be there. I wonder if there's... How can we date this, I wonder? Numatic International. It's an NQS250B-22. 1200 watts maximum. We've got high and low switches here and the on and off switches. Let's unravel the cord and we'll have a look to see if there's a bag inside. If there's not a bag inside, I'll have to go and get a bag from indoors. I've got a whole box of bags. I like to collect stuff just in case, you know. There's a little thing there. Not sure what that's for. So this is supposed to be refurbished and this is supposed to work perfectly apparently. Although that filter is very dirty. I'd say that probably needs cleaning out. It's probably been used without a bag in it, I would have thought, at some point, because it is very, very dirty. It does have a bag in here. Is it a pneumatic one? I don't think it's a... No, it's not. It's not a genuine pneumatic bag as far as I'm aware. Double micro. That extra care in design for your vacuum cleaner. Luckily, I've got some genuine pneumatic HEPA bags indoors. Inside here it's probably been cleaned out, some paint is chipping, but it is all metal. And I was thinking of getting an all metal, one of the newer ones. I'll put that bag in there just for the time being, but I'm not going to be using it with that bag, I wouldn't have thought. I'm going to go and get one of my HEPA ones out, I reckon. Well, I might even just use that bag just for using it up, just for the sake of it, I don't know. But yeah, so come on you lot, how do we date this thing then? It's definitely reasonably old, but I really don't know how old this is. Anyway, let's put that back on there. Do that up. Now, I'm going to reposition the camera because at the minute it's not the best position for you to be seeing things, is it? There we go. And I'm going to go and plug it in, and we'll see. You see me turn it on. Fold up my old knife. Right then, there we go. I'm here now. I've got my tube on because I like tubes. This will be the first turn on. I'm going to start it on low and see what happens. Well, it definitely works in itself anyway. That's a good old thing, isn't it? So come on then you lot. How do I date this thing? Because the only sort of numbers what it's got on it is what's on here. Numatic International Ltd. Chart England NQS250B-22 230 volt 50 to 60 Hz 1200 max 1000 watt AC. That's all it has. There ain't nothing else on this vacuum cleaner at all. That wheel is falling off, actually. I'm not quite sure. I think it's just very, very worn. So yeah, come on you lot, tell me how old this is. How old do you reckon it is? Obviously all this is new, but how old is the actual unit itself, do you reckon? I reckon maybe 90s or 80s, but who knows. But this is going to be me vacuum cleaner, I'm going to keep it under there. It's going to be hoovering all this carpet up and everything and whatever else in the garage and all the cars. And I'm going to be taking it around with me as well when I go and do other people's cars and shampoo and hoover out other people's cars and valet other people's cars. So, sweet my friends. Everyone loves a Numatic. I especially love the metal ones. So yeah, this is what I was so excited about yesterday. I didn't really do a very good unboxing because, as always, what happened was it arrived probably, I think it was about 10 to 4, and 4 o'clock is usually when I jump in the shower and get ready to go to work. So what happened was it arrived and I was like, oh man, I want to get it open and have a look at it and, you know, give it a test. But obviously I had to do the unboxing for you lot, so I couldn't unbox it and then come back to it because I don't like, you know, I could have put it back in the box and pretended, but I don't like doing that. So what I done was I simply just done the unboxing there and then. But because I was in a little bit of a rush, I suppose it didn't really go, you know, I'm a bit hypocritical because I keep saying to some people, slow down with your unboxings, man, slow down with them. But there you go, I'm a hypocrite this time. But let's have a closer look at it then. I've got a brand new hose. Not genuine, by the way. It comes with a brand new hose and a poles and the floor tool that are not genuine. But that was it. Didn't come with any tools. But I've ordered some tools. I could use the tools that come with the George, but I haven't opened them. I haven't used any of the dry stuff of the George, and I don't want to either. So I bought some tools especially for this. They're on their way, genuine ones. And I've also ordered a 3.9 meter hose. This is just a 2.5 meter hose. I've ordered, this is going to be okay for cleaning out things in the garage and in the shack. But for in the car, I've ordered a 3.9 meter hose so that I can have this sitting outside, no problem, and I can go all around inside the car and the hose will reach, no problem at all. So anyway, here it is. It's just got Numatic written on the front of it, still intact. That's how it is. You would have seen that a minute ago though, obviously, when I unboxed it, because this is going to come along after the unboxing in the same video. So you know what it's like, you've seen it. I don't know how to date it. I mean, I think, can you date it from that number? I don't know how to date it, what numbers are what, I don't know. Some of you Numatic fanatics will be able to tell me how to date it, but that's what it is. You've already seen it, but there it is again, an NQS250B-22. That's about it, my friends. I've just used it. I used it to clean all the tumble dryer out. You'll see that in a video coming up. Probably after this, I would have thought. Maybe before. No, it'll be after. And I've also used this to clean out the car, and you'll be seeing that being a video coming up as well. And it does very, very well. And it did come with a stupid bag like that, what you've seen, but I've actually put in it a HEPA bag, a genuine Numatic HEPA flow majig bag. What's supposed to be there then, my friends? Tell me what's supposed to be there. Something's broken off there quite clearly, but I don't know what's supposed to be there. But yeah, before I used that bag to clean out the tumble dryer, but I think it let a little bit of dirt through and a little bit of dust, and I didn't like that for obvious reasons. I like things to stay clean. So I've got a few bags, a few boxes of genuine Numatic HEPA flow, Numatic HEPA flow, whatever they are, bags. So I installed one of those, and that's on there nice and tight and firmly. So there you go. There's not a lot of dirt that come out of the car, so we should have a lot of cleaning still to go in there. But everything else is good and dandy, my friends. I'm proper pleased with it, proper happy. I'm going to look after it nicely. I might even try and get rid of that rust. There's a bit of rust in there, but I think I'm going to try and get rid of that if possible somehow. Sand it down with a bit of sandpaper. And I don't know if you can remove that actually. Can you remove that? If I can remove that and remove this here, I'll take it out completely and I'll sand it, and I'll give it a paint with some black paint, a bit of black spray paint in there, so that it don't go rusty anymore, and it will look a bit smarter as well. And I might try and clean these up. I don't know yet. I think I will. I'll try and clean them up. I might even paint them black. I don't know. I might try and keep it original. The only reason I want to paint this is because it's a bit rusty. So if I can get this out somehow, you Numatic fans will better tell me if I can. I would imagine maybe you just unscrew that. I don't know. I haven't looked at it, so I don't know. The other thing I did notice was this wheel's a bit loose. I might try and have a look at that, see if I can find out why. I would imagine it's just because it's worn, and yeah, that one's not loose at all. That one's nice and stiff. This one's loose, so it might be because it's a bit worn inside there. A little bearing or something's probably worn. In fact, I can see. Look, you can see it moving in there. That's why that is. So I might try and fix that before it gets too late and it snaps off. Everything else is pretty dandy, my friends. I'm proper pleased with it. Really happy. But I'd like to know how old it is. So if someone can tell me how old this is from the information that's on there, I'll be very pleased. Come on, you pneumatic experts. You're the ones I'm asking now. I'm coming to you for help. I think, by the way, this is the original filter. I think it looks like it's the original one. I'm not entirely sure. It's got a label on it. What does the label say? That's what the label says. Does that mean anything? 207109J. I'd imagine it's probably just a part number. But if that does mean anything, tell me. Because I'll be interested. But I think it's probably just a part number, I would have thought. But yeah, I think this is the original one, and it's a little bit dirty. I am going to try and hoover it, vacuum it. I keep getting that, but I'm going to get out of it. It's a habit saying hoover. I ain't got any hoovers. I'm going to vacuum it out with another vacuum cleaner to see if I can remove some of that dirtness. If not, I might have to buy a new filter for it. I'll get one of those special ones. I've had a look on the internet, and you can get like 2-stage ones and all this rubbish. Or I might just get a HEPA one or whatever. Yeah, I'll get something special for it. I want to look after it. But I think this is probably the original one. It might have even been used without a bag. I can't believe it. There's one guy, and you might be watching this, but I've seen your videos, man, and you use all your, Henrys and Jameses and all that without bags. You've even got an old one like this, and you use it without a bag. I see you doing a demonstration. Oh, mate, it was painful to watch. Painful. And you was trying to sell a James on, you made a video, you was trying to sell a James and you was demonstrating it without a bag, and I was, oh my god, I was like, what is going on, dude? You need a slap. But anyway, enough of that. I'm going to get a new filter for it, if I can. If I can't clean that one up. Proper pleased though, my friends. It's going to be cared for. I'm going to give it a good polish. I'm going to polish all this paint out. The paintwork's in good condition, actually. So I'm going to get some polish on it, a bit of clean and a polish. It's going to be proper clean and sparkly. In fact, I'll tell you what I'll do a separate video of me polishing it up and cleaning it up, so you can see the start and the finish of it. That'll be coming up in the next couple of weeks. Okay, my friends? Sweet as a nut.